current viewers. All right. So we got some people out there. If anybody has been demonetized or is having a hard time with YouTube, I did it. 18 months demonetized. I got monetized in my first three and a half months. I was monetized. I was doing great. I got my first sponsorship in 28 days, and I thought I had it made and ready to make that money. And so everybody told me, you know what, give up your channel because you're not going to get remonetized. And I just had the worst experience. But you know what? I mean, the the experience was nuts. Who would continue to do YouTube for 18 months and not get paid a dime? I mean, is that happened to any of you guys? You know, I was going nuts. The whole thing was I took a TikTok video that belonged to me and I put it on YouTube. And I'm just dyslexic, and so when I read the email, all I seen was delete the video, and so I deleted it, and it made it to where I could not appeal my case, and so you don't give no chances, man. They don't care if you're dyslexic, if you're missing an arm, or what the hell. So what happens? I lose everything. I lose my sponsorship. I lose my monetization, and so $26 has been hanging in my account for the last 18 months, and so all right, so okay, I get demonetized. So I go, okay, well, I go to school for that demonetization, that strike, and I get it back in 90 days. Well, in 90 days, what happens? In 90 days, I get my channel taken away because I had another channel called Transparent Sensations, where it was AI art with girls' bodies airbrushed, and they said it was vulgar and sexually orientated. And I was like, what the hell? I mean, this girl's got 3 or 4 arms, and it's not showing no crotch shots, not showing no boobies or whatever, you know. And so I'm all like, you know, so I go, whatever. They took that channel, so I was just like, whatever. I just let it go. I didn't even fight for it. And then I wake up 1 week later, and they took my main channel, the Speakers Creator Hub. And I get a hold of them. I go, hey, what's going on here? They go, oh, well, you violated the guidelines, so you can't have no channel at all. And I was just, wait a minute. I showed them all kinds of videos, booty clapping, and women, you know, doing yoga naked and stuff. And I'm not hating at all because I mean, like, hey, more power to you if you can do that stuff, you know, and make some money. That's good for you. What I'm just saying is that, you know, you try to say my stuff is sexually orientated, and make my own music, make my own clips and everything, and you know, if you want to put apples and oranges, you know, and so they go, well, you know what, we'll go ahead and we'll give you a channel back. So 1 week later, they gave my channel back, and when they gave it back, it was all like zeros. And mind you not, I had 74,000 views, and I was 90 days probation, so I got remonetized. And then they took it away, and they go, well, we're going to get back to you, but you got to do another 90-day period of probation. So I was like, okay, whatever, you know, 90 days, I could do that, you know. It's like, you know, all right, I'll do that standing on my head. And so what happens after 90 days? After 90 days, they give back my channel. They give back my privileges, but they go ahead, and 2 weeks later, they give me another violation. And I go, what's this one for? They go, this violation is for the previous violation. What the hell? For the previous violation? They go, yeah, it's for the previous violation. And you got reused content. So I got almost 300 videos, and I'm deleting video after video after video trying to find this reused content, and I can't find it. I'm all like, can you guys tell me what's reused content? They go, no, we can't do that for you. You got to figure it out on your own. So I end up writing the law office of YouTube, and they go ahead and they tell me in 24 hours they have an answer for me. So in 24 hours I get a email, and it says you either have lost your channel, or we deleted the video and you're in good shape. I'm all like, wow. So I think my channel's gone. I get on there, and thank God my channel's still there. But got the just did that 90 days again. So now, it's what, it's 90 and 90. What is that? That's 6 months. Six? No, that's more than 6 on. That's 9 months. And so I'm all like, damn, 9 months. But this is the thing. If you get put on probation for 3 months with YouTube, and they go, okay, you could have your privileges back in 90 days. Okay, they'll give you privileges back in 90 days, but when they give you privileges back, your privileges do not go into effect until another 90 days. So I'm like, why don't you just keep it, keep them until, I get them back, give them back to me, and they're no good. So remember that if you get a violation and they give you a 30-day violation, you're not going to get your privileges back for 60 days, and so on and so on. And so the thing you got to remember too is that when that happens to you, it messes up the algorithm to where you're not, they consider you like a liability. And so they're not going to show your videos at all. I went from 50,000 views in 1 month down to, just last month I got 167 views. 167 views, man. I mean, I went from 50,000 to 40,000 to 35 to 20 to 17 to 12 to 8 to 6 to 4 to 3, all the way down to 167 views within an 18-month span. And still, I was not getting no views. Why? Because I had that, when you get, for reused content, give you a flag on your monetization page, and that red flag says, hey, you're not going to get no views because you're a liability. And so I got this red flag on there. I'm like, dude, that red flag was supposed to come off, like 6 months ago, 9 months ago, a year ago, 18 months ago. Man, I wrote everybody. The very last time they took my privileges was on December the 20th. And it was on 90-day probation. And they go ahead and they said, well, we'll give you privileges back on February 20th. So I wrote the legal team again, and they looked at my channel. They go, no, you're good. You're square. And so I go, all right, cool. And so did I get a hold of the YouTube team, and did they go, okay, well, we're going to give you your privileges back on February 20th. Well, actually, back to February 25th. And when they gave it back, I still had a red flag on my monetization page. So as long as you got that red flag, nobody's going to see your videos because, like I said, you're a liability. And so I wrote YouTube, I wrote the lawyers, and I couldn't get a hold of nobody. I didn't have the phone number no more, and didn't have the emails. Every time I would email, I get the email back, return to sender. I was like, man, what's going on here? So finally, I just went ahead and I wrote the dudes over there at on X, Twitter. And I wrote them and explained things to them, and no answer. I figured, like they could have answered me because they get so much, like thousands of questions every day. They get thousands of questions, and they say it right there, that, hey, we might not get back to you. And so I'm like, fuck. So I just keep on trucking. And then I wake up one day, and I wasn't even looking for it. I was just checking my email, and there it is. It says you're remonetized. I'm like, what the hell? Well, they didn't give me no reason why I got remonetized, but the trippy thing was I only got 230 hours. I got 1,300 subscribers, but I only got 230 hours, and they remonetized me. So what's the deal with that? Because you need 4,000, right? So what that tells me right there is that they did something that they're foul for, but it's their game. They run the show. You feel me? They make up the rules as they go along, and And so I'm not hating on YouTube. I'm just saying that the most important thing to do when you start a channel is to know the rules. Know the rules in and out. If you're like me, you're dyslexic, have the rules read to you and have it read to you again. And then when that happens, read them again, have them read to you again. Because the bottom line is this, the vocabulary for YouTube is really screwed up. You know, reuse content perceives not to be reuse content. There's a big difference there. Now, copyright is copyright. They'll jump on that quick. They'll give you a strike because, you know, they could get sued. And that's all about the money. Now, reuse content is a way for them to go ahead and thin out the crowd. You feel me? Because if you're not a serious content creator, you're gonna go ahead and they're gonna see that you're not paying attention, and you're gonna get that reuse content. And so, I mean, like, if you want to be a YouTuber just to have fun or whatever, I mean, like, go for it. Do whatever the hell you want and screw them, you know. But if you want to get paid doing this stuff and make some good money, I mean, you gotta know the goddamn rules. So here's the. I didn't have reuse content. What I had was a volume control issue. Now, if you have a volume control issue, doesn't that sound like they should say, oh, you have a volume control issue? You know, your volume's too high, it's too low. And so therefore, you know, you can't be putting up videos like that because it's disturbing somebody watching your channel, and then they go to a commercial and it blasts. Or somebody's watching your channel and they go to it and they can barely hear it. Well, that right there is not reused content. They have it categorized as perceived not to be original content. Now, does that sound like a volume control issue still? No, it doesn't. But that's what I'm talking about. YouTube's, there's a lot of gray in between white and black. So you gotta just, I mean, like, I found this out from some guy in Africa, and there's a website that's called yt.com or something like that. And what it is, that channel right there, it'll tell you if your volume's too high, if your volume's too low, if you have reused content. It'll tell you if your tags are flagging you, if your long form keywords are flagging you, because, you know, you just can't put anything in there. Like, you know, like maybe you want to put Elon Musk in your tags, and your content's not even about that Elon Musk. You know, your content's about sports, or it's about you know, cooking or something. And so Elon Musk doesn't fit in there at all. But people will go ahead and they'll put famous people's names in there, or they'll put like viral videos in there. You know, the same kind of Jesus, the same kind of niche. They'll do that because it drives traffic to your channel, but that's considered clickbait. And so if they catch you doing that, they'll go ahead and they won't just dock you. They'll take your channel and tell you can't have a channel no more. And so if that happens, then you got a couple options. The best option is don't let that happen. If you go ahead and you go ahead and you put up a thumbnail. Say you put up a thumbnail and you put Elon Musk on your thumbnail, or you put a famous person on your thumbnail. Maybe you know, somebody like Trump you put on your thumbnail, and so your content is about politics. So Trump, could you put him on there? Sure, you could put him on there if you go ahead and you acknowledge that it's Trump on there, and that he's not paying you, you're not sponsored by him, and you have a disclaimer. Can't put nobody on there that has a face that's real. You could do an AI model. You can put those all day, but if you put up somebody's face, like the other day, I was doing my stepdaughter a video and stuff, and her mother. I was looking through photos and stuff, and I put her mother's face on YouTube. I mean, you could get sued for that. You could get your channel taken away, and it's just not good. So don't put nobody. Got to do a disclaimer and all that crap. If you do a channel and you're giving people life advice, if you're giving someone life advice, like, oh, you know what, if you're dealing with your boyfriend, try doing this, or, you know what, if you get upset, go ahead and like try doing this, and you giving somebody life advice, you better put a disclaimer at the beginning of your video and at the end of your video, because you're not a therapist. If you are a therapist, not even a therapist will do it, because it's a good way to get sued. Somebody jumps off the bridge, the parents should go, hey, you know what? Last thing he was doing, he was watching the guy from the Speakers Creator Hub. He already looks crazy. It must be his fault, right? And so that will happen. So that's some things you want to look out for. So these things, you don't know these things when you first start doing a channel. And there's no I'm sorry, there's no give me another chance. No, they could do that. And so if something like that happens to you, what are you going to do? You're going to get demonetized, or you're going to try to keep on using the same channel? Well, I'll tell you what, if you go to ask your AI, if you're using ChatGPT, you're using Grok, and you ask them how many women did YouTube last year, it'll give you a number. How many people got monetized, it will give you a number. Ask it how many people got demonetized and got remonetized in 18 months. It has no numbers. So it's like, it's like raising from the dead. It's unheard of. Now, you might say, why would you do that? Because here, I'm going up against people now that's been monetized for 2 years. Well, I've been doing it for 2 years, but they've been getting paid for 2 years. Who's more valuable? Who's more valuable? Well, the guy who made money for the last 2 years, or the guy who hasn't made no money for the last 2 years? Well, believe it or not, brands look at that and they see you as a value, because you did something that nobody does. You see what I'm saying? I have to work 3 times harder than somebody that's monetized. So if they're doing one video, I got to do 3 videos, and my stuff got to be top notch. And I got to watch out that I don't get demonetized again, because if I do, I lose my whole channel. So the brands look at that and they say, okay, well, this guy's resilient. He looks crazy. He looks like a nut. But let's look at his videos. Let's see what they look like. Let's see how he handles himself. Because the bottom line is this, folks. When I first started doing YouTube, my girlfriend tells me, you know what, Mario, you better cut your damn hair. You look like a crazy hippie. You look like a crazy biker. And she goes, that's why you're not getting no views. You're not getting no views, Mario, because you look like a crazy biker. I go, well, I am a biker, babe. And she goes, yeah, but you know what? People first impressions. Well, how's somebody going to get a first impression about you when they don't even see you? See, I'm sitting there thinking that, okay, I'm going to cut my hair. I'm going to get clean shaved. I'm going to do all this stuff. And so I look presentable. But guess what? I'm still not getting no views. You're not getting no views because your content's not getting pushed in front of the viewers. You're not getting no views because you screwed up with YouTube and you're a risk. That's why you're not getting no views. Because I start doing some hunting around, and I'm not the ugliest guy in the world, but I'm not the prettiest one either. But the bottom line is, it's not the way I talk, it's not the way I look. It's about what I have to say. Because that's where the value is at. It's not what's on the screen. The screen is nice, okay? It's like a pretty cake. You put the icing on, you get all the flowers on there and everything, and it looks great. It looks delicious, but then you cut into it and it tastes like crap, right? What's that all about, right? So if you really want to learn YouTube, don't go on there looking for somebody that looks pretty all the time, because you'll find out that a lot of these guys, they sit there and they just tell you the same stuff over and over, and they're not giving you nothing. I mean, week after week, they're saying the same thing, but in a different way. I mean, how many times you ever go to a YouTube channel and you learn how to do like the camera, or you're like trying to learn something that's some kind of tech stuff on your shit, and you're trying to figure this out, and you're following the guy word for word. You even pause the video and you're going, God damn, I'm doing everything the guy tells me, and finally you give up, right? And then when you come back, you look at somebody else and you watch somebody else, and son of a bitch, you know what happened? That one guy that had you there for hours and hours, he left out one direction. One direction he left out. Now, what kind of crap's that? Now, that should be somebody who should get demonetized, because he has you hanging around, and he just, he's telling you to do this and do that, and he's clean, he's professional, and you're like, oh, this guy, I'm gonna watch this guy, and then the son of a bitch, he's doing you dirty. So the bottom line is, folks, is that don't always judge a book by its cover, because with me, what you see is what you're gonna get. I'm not here to win a good looking contest. I'm not here to win the ugly contest, but what I'm here for is to give you the straight and narrow. Because the bottom line is this: you know what? If you want to know something, you want to learn something, and if nobody can't get the answer, let me know. Let me know, and I'll dig it out. I'll find it. I mean, I'll make a point of doing that, because that's what we're here for. Another thing is that it's not easy for everybody to go ahead and collaborate with somebody. These big content creators and stuff. I mean, I'm not saying that they're stuck up, but I mean, like, I've been hitting dude up for over 2 years, and I can't even get a response. Not even a hello. I mean, am I that bad? Jesus, man. I mean, I look like Jesus. You think you give this guy Jesus a chance, but it's not like that, because they're making money, folks. They're making money. See, if they give you the answers, you're not going to come back. You see? But me, I'm like this. I got the playbook. And so the playbook has the answers in there. If you want the answers, we'll go ahead and contribute to the playbook. And then we could go ahead and we could look in the playbook and find the answers that we're looking for. And then once the playbook gets full and we know those are the answers, so now I know how to do a beginner's teaching YouTube channel. I know how to do a cooking channel. We make these playbooks and we put the information in there, and it's accessible to the people who put the information in there. And once it gets full to where we could go ahead and we could prove that it makes a YouTube channel, then we go ahead and we sell the playbook. We sell the playbook for people to go ahead and look in it. Another way you could do it too is this. There's some people, they want to make a YouTube channel, but they can't do it. They got the wife, they got the kid, they got the dog, they got to work 9 to 5, and they just don't have time. But they do make a good ass video. So this is what I offer them. I tell them like this: go ahead and I'll put your channel, your video up on my channel, and I'll give you 65% of the earnings from that channel. It'll be all automated, it'll be all with the contract, and so you'll be able to make some money. Now, if you could get 100 people to do that, that's 100 extra videos. And they get a cut. It's better to make something than to make nothing, right? And so they're making 65%. You're making 25%. But add it up. If you got 1,000 videos coming to you like that, man, that's 1,000 videos. Now you're gonna get more airtime. People are gonna see that, and you can bank on it. Guaranteed, you'll bank on that, because where you lack in skill in making videos, just go ahead and throw a lot of videos on there. Because see, 18 months, yeah, I was down for 18 months, but I took off 150 videos. Right now I got 330 videos, 333, and another 150. So that's 483 in 2 years, 483 videos in 2 years, 4 merch stores. I just started another channel called the GPG Luxury Hats. Check that out. And then I retired an ASMR channel. And now I can get the Temptations back, because now they allow that content, that type of content. And so I got you know what? I'll give you guys. I'm gonna give you guys. Man, you're gonna love this right here. How many of you guys got a website? How many of you guys know how to make a website? Do you know how to do coding? Do you know how to do any of this stuff? Guess what? Even with the stuff they got today, making new websites and stuff, it costs money, right? Well, go to LMA Arena, capital LMARENA.ai. All you do is go there, and what it is, it's a platform where AI AI content creators are battling it out. And so you go on there just like ChatGPT, and you can go ahead and you find a website that you like, and oh, this looks beautiful. Just go ahead and copy that address up there, put it in the box down on the bottom, and say, I want my website to look like this one. So basically mirror it, except I want these colors. And in like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, boom, you got a website already tailored. I mean, you can tell it, I want a header page. I want a moving header page automated. I want a shopping basket. You can even tell it, if you got a fourth wall store, this is what I'm doing. I keep my fourth wall merchandise in fourth wall, and then I got a luxury website. The same website, the products are on the same website as my luxury website are in fourth wall. What's the difference? I could charge $50 more, because rich people will not go to fourth wall. They'll go to a luxury website and buy the exact same product, but they won't buy it in fourth wall. Hey, that's just the way it is. And they ain't complaining. That's the way they want it. So you could do that. I mean, in a matter of minutes, boom, making websites, and just go ahead and make a bunch of them. That's what I did. I was making my daughter, she wants, Dad, I want a foot fetish website. I'm all like, what? She's all like, Dad, I ain't gonna be a porno star. I'm all like, man, this is getting too deep for me. She goes, Dad, I know you know how to do that stuff. So I go, all right, well, I'll make you a website for that. And so it's called Tiny Toes Empire. And so I tell the AI, Tiny Toes Empire, and then it ended up making me a baby website for little kids' booties and little shoes and stuff, and everything. So I'm like, what the hell? And so I did that like 3 times. So right now I got 3 websites that are tailored for little kids selling, little tiny shoes and everything, little cute stuff and everything, and merch and everything for little kids. And so these websites I could sell for $300 to $800. So you go ahead and you look up businesses that are making good money, businesses that are looking good money, have no website. You go ahead and you can make one on that channel in a matter of minutes. And then you go ahead and send them an email and say, hey, look, I made this website for you. I try to make a little extra cash I'm giving away on a sale right now. Would you like to purchase it for $800? And they'll jump on it, because the bottom line is a website was going to cost you it could cost you anywhere from $500 up to $50,000. I mean, some websites are $1 million. It all depends. Imagine like how much a website like Amazon costs, a website like Walmart costs, all them pages, all the products. Man, it takes a long time, even though you don't have to code like you used to. I mean, like I've been trying to make a website for myself for over a year, and I got the Wix, I got the Google Sites, but it just looked janky. And then I came to this thing, and boom, there it is, man. I mean, that's a gravy shot right there. And if you think it's a gravy shot, I mean, hey, you know what? A like, a subscribe. If you don't want to come to the channel, that's fine. But I ask you to go ahead and share it on your your groups or your community, because I guarantee you somebody out there is gonna like this nut. You know what I mean? And so that's all I'm saying, because I really want to help people to stop getting screwed, because I've seen it all, man. I mean, but at the same time, I take full responsibility, because I'm the one who got myself into this, and so you got to do the same. But if you like I said, if you're just doing it for fun, I mean, smoke weed, drink beer, let people off and cuss as much as you want, because you could do that, but you won't make no money at it, So you just that's it, man. I mean, like, whatever. But I appreciate any of you guys that came out today and hung out. Like I said, I know I'm just me, man. And yeah, so there's good people out there, man. Don't judge everybody by the way they look, because the bottom line is if you really think about it, we're the norm. We're the norm. Models and real good looking people. I was once that way, when I was a youngster. You don't believe me? I'll show you. Check this out. I used to knock them dead. We wouldn't have a chance if Lee came in the house. 22 years old right there. 22 years old in San Quentin. 22 years old in San Quentin. Never did a day in jail. Did 3 years right there. Only weighed 110 pounds. 110 pounds. I'm only 5'6". Yep. But you know what? I didn't get in one fight. I didn't get one write-up. And my booty's intact. So I did pretty good, you know what I mean? And you know, I learned some things in there. There's a lot, you know, a lot of good people in prison. Just made poor decisions. So in the blink of an eye, youngsters, be careful what you do, because and even you OGs and you old mamas up there, I mean, like, you know, just get into it with somebody. Takes two to fight. Walk away, because your whole life will change in a blink of an eye. And not everybody gets a slap on the wrist. People, you know, get really taxed. Yeah, seriously, man. So, but you know what? The good thing is that I have not been back to prison in over 35 years. It's been 35 years, and I never talk about it. And the reason why I'm talking about it right now is because I want to show you that picture. And also, I got a court date on December 9th. And so this is what happened. When I was 21 years old, they sent me to prison, and the judge gave me 3 years with halftime. So out of 3 years, I would have only done 15 months or something like that. Yeah, 15 months. But when I got to prison, my counselor told me I was 85%. And I'm all like, no, dude's right here on the paperwork. You see, the judge says halftime. They go, nah, when you're in CDC, you got 2 strikes, kid. It's automatic 85%. And which is true. If you get 2 strikes, you get 85%. Unless, this was back in 94, unless the judge stipulates that you get halftime because you had no prior convictions, you had no prior violence. And so the judge was able to go ahead and reduce my sentence to 3 years with halftime. And so I ended up doing 32 and a half months. 18 months over my sentence. And so when I left San Quentin, I had a report on parole. And 4 months later, I went back. 4 months later. And that's the norm. I mean, 98% of the guys go back to prison. 1% make it, and the other 1% they end up dying. That's a statistic. That's real talk. And so I went back in 4.5 months, and I got out. When I got out, I took it serious, and I stayed out for 18 months. I was on high risk parole. You got to give 18 months. And so I had a brand new car. I was working for the Home Depot, truck driver and everything. So I went to school, get my truck driver's license, and making $17 an hour. I was like, yeah, I'm doing this, right? And then I tell my parole officer, I go, hey, you know what? I'm off. I should be off parole. I'm high risk. And she goes, yeah, well, give me 1 more month, and I'll let you off. So 19 months comes around. And I'm all like, hey, Garcia, you know, it's 19 months, you know. She goes, well, just give me 1 more month. So now 20 months is coming around. So I get off work one day, and my wife calls me up, and she goes, hey, Mario, you got to get over here because your little sister's off the hook. I go, what's going on, man? She goes, she got a 23-year-old boyfriend. I'm all like, what? She's only 13. So I smashed down there and stuff, and dude was already gone, but my little sister, she freaking out. Oh, my boyfriend, this and that and this. I'm all like, man. I go, you need to slow down, little girl. I mean, like, I ain't even going to tell dad, but you know what? I go, you're off the hook. Well, she runs over across the street to the neighbors, and she calls the cops on me and tells the cops that I'm beating the hell out of my old lady. And so the cops kick in the door. We're engaged in that love making, and the cops come in there. I mean, guns drawn onto my head, about 9 cops, and I'm just like, whoa. And the cops like, hey, come on, get up, and we want to talk to you outside. I go, nah, man. I go, I don't want to talk to you, dude. I go, I go, please, dude. I go, just let me go home, man. And I'll call my parole officer tomorrow. He goes, nah, we'll let the judge figure it out. And so they went ahead and they took me. Was in the county, and then when you're on parole, you got a thing called Morrissey. It's not where you go see a judge. You go see like she's kind of like a judge, but it was just me, my parole officer, and the lady from Morrissey, and you're able to have your witness come in. So I had my old lady come in. She's like, "Yeah, you wasn't beating me up, you know. It's I was in control and everything, you know." And his little sister was just being a little brat, little bitch. And so I had my little sister come in, and she goes, "Yeah, I didn't take my psych meds, and I'm sorry, brother. I didn't mean to put you back in jail." And I'm like, "It's all right, Mihan." I go, "Can you just answer one question? Did they get permission to talk to mom and dad before and while they question you?" She goes, "Nah, they didn't do that. My brother was doing nothing wrong. I was just bad at him. My boyfriend got chased away." And I'm all like, "All right, Mihan, get the fuck out of here." And then I brought in the sheriff, and so the sheriff comes in, and I go, "So how long you been on force, boss?" He's all almost 4 years. I go, "Oh, so you're still a rookie?" He goes, "No, 2 years you're not a rookie no more." I go, "Oh, I'm thinking about baseball, I guess." And I go, "So can you tell me what you saw when you came in?" He goes, "Well, I saw you and your lady engaged." I go, "You be more specific." He goes, "Well, she was on top." I go, "Yeah, so she was in control, right? Because, old girl, she weighs about 75 pounds more than me, so she was obviously in control." And he goes, "Yeah, I saw that." And I go, "So did you take any pictures of her?" He goes, "No, there was no need to. She had no bruises, no scratches." I go, "What about me?" He goes, "No need to." I go, "What about the house?" He goes, "No need to. There was no signs of violence." I go, "Then why'd you take me in?" He goes, "Protocol." And I go, "Fucking," I go, "No, thanks, boss." So he excused him and stuff. And the lady from Morrissey goes, "You know what, Mr. Andua? You you have a way with words, and I can see that you know how to get people to say and do what you want by just the way you speak. And so therefore, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you 8 months." I go, "8 months?" She goes, "Yes, 8 months." She goes, "If this was the court of law, you'd be walking out that door right now." She goes, "But this is not the court of law. This is Morrissey. And I could go on intuition and suspicion." And she gave me goddamn 8 months. And I'm all like, "Bitch, give me a fucking year." And she's all like, "No, no, no, no. I ain't going to give you a year, because if I do that, you'll parole with no parole. I'll give you 8 months. So we'll keep you another year." I'm all like, "Wow." I go, "Good looking out." My parole officer, she didn't even stick up for me. Well, this is what happened. When I did 8 months in Jamestown and I got out, my parole officer told me to come in and see her. So I'm like, "Oh, hell, here we go." And so I go and see her, and I'm all like, "What's up, Miss Garcia?" She goes, "You know what, Mr. Andua? You were right. We kept you 18 months too long in San Quentin." And I'm all like, "You okay?" And I go, "And?" She goes, "Well, you're off parole in 2 weeks." I go, "Should I be off parole right now?" And she goes, "Well, you want a 602 it right Sacramento? The time it gets to Sacramento, they'll shit can it, and you'll be off parole, so it won't really matter." I go, "Well, can I have my parole card?" She goes, "I'll mail it to you. And the best thing for you to do and do is walk out that door, don't turn around, and go try to live a good life." So I listened to her, man, because, that broad had ties on me, whatever she wanted to do. I mean, like, get locked back up. Well, this is what happened. I'm talking to my AI, and I'm all like, "You know what? I did a video on like a little bit about my prison experience." I go, "And I got pretty good results." I go, "I'm thinking about writing a book." She goes, "Okay, lay it down." So I start telling the AI about my history and stuff, being incarcerated and everything. And the AI goes, "You know what? Your civil rights were violated." And I go, "Well, there's nothing I could do about it." She's all, "What are you talking about?" I go, "My parole officer told me when I told her," I said, "Well, at least I could sue you guys because you guys kept me 18 months too long." And she goes, "No, no, no, no. You don't even think about that, because statute of limitations is 6 months." And she lied to me. Statute of limitations was 2 years. 2 years. And so, the AI tells me this, and I go, "Well, there's nothing I can do about it now." And no. There's a thing that's called a tolling. What a tolling is, when you get lied to by the authority that's supposed to help you transcend into the public and everything. They're your counselor. They're supposed to help you and stuff, right? Well, she lied to me, and so that put a stop on my statute of limitations. Another thing that happened is that when they kept me 18 months too long in San Quentin, I should never parole with any parole at all. Because if you get up to parole, they say, okay, it's time for parole. You go home, and you say, no, I'll stay here. I'll stay here for a year and a day. Because if you stay in the prison for a day, you parole with no parole. See, today they give you 5 years, they give you 7 years parole. And if you got 5 years or 7 years parole, guess what? You're going to be doing 8, 12 years in prison, back and forth, back and forth. It's just the way it goes. And so the AI is like, yeah, you have a case right here. I'm all like, what? She goes, yeah, it's tolling, it puts it on hold. So right now I got a case for doing 18 months too long incarceration, for doing a violation of 4 months that I should have never done, and doing a violation of 8 months that I should never have done. That right there just tailored my whole life. And this is another thing that happened. When I went to prison, I go see the board, and the board goes, you want protective custody? I go, I don't want no protective custody. What the hell are you talking about? They go, well, most guys in your situation do. I go, what do you mean most guys in my situation? I go, there's plenty of guys in this prison that slap their old lady around and stuff, I'm not bragging about it, but that's just the way it is. There's a lot of guys out here, doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. And they go, well, not a lot of guys are here for doing it to a 16-year-old girl. I was like, what? Whoa, wait a minute. She's trying to labeling me as a pedophile. Well, they pull my records and stuff, and they see a 16-year-old girl. And I go, pull her marriage certificate right now. You guys just denied our marriage certificate. Well, she's 19. They go, boy, somebody's really messing with your paperwork trying to get you killed. And I go, you think? I go, you guys have me labeled as a norteño, a gangbanger. You guys have me a validated norteño. You guys have me down as a fucking goddamn 16. My bunkie, this big old Hell's Angel dude, goes, hey, man. Hey, brother, let me see your paperwork, brother. And I'm all like, here you go, bro. And he's all, get the fuck away from me, you piece of shit. He's all, you lucky I don't fucking kill you right now. You know how nerve-wracking that is when you're living in a dorm with 200 guys and there's like one cop there. I mean, like, dude, that was on my paperwork, and they wouldn't change my paperwork. They wouldn't change me. They go, oh, you'll be all right. You have no enemies. You seem to adjust fine. I'm all like, wow. And so I didn't realize this because, here I am, 23 years old. I'm just want to get out of prison. When I get out of prison, I never even think that, hey, I got this stuff on my paperwork. So when I go get a job, this public record, they look at it and they see, well, he doesn't have to sign up as a pedophile, but the victim of his case is 16. But wait a minute, she's also 19. Well, you know what? Let's not even mess with this file. Let's go on to the next person. And so this has followed me for the last 35 years. And so the AI is like, yeah, we got a case on this. And so it went from a $6 million case to a $20 million case because of that 16-year-old shit, And let me tell you something, people. If I get this money, I put this on everything. If I don't get this money, I'm still gonna make it happen. Is that I'm bringing out this channel that's a long time overdue, and shame on you, YouTube. Shame on the big content creators for not doing this. I'm making a channel for the kids with special needs. Now I don't have the education to do this, but it's going to be a dedication channel at first. Sheriff Bucktooth and his deputies. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to do live skits. And with Snapping Fingers, we're going to go ahead and go into the animated world. And then once I get enough money made up, then I'm going to go ahead and hire, people that know how to do child development for kids with special needs. And it's been a time coming, man. I don't know if any of you guys have a family member that got Down syndrome. But my cousin, she was like that. And they used to tie her up when she was young. And they put her in the basement. And they would just drug her up, because they didn't know how to deal with kids like that back in the day. And no excuses. I mean, it was just cruel and mean. But today, these kids are the real heroes. They don't ask for nothing. And they're loving and they're smart. They just learn in a different way and they communicate in a different way. So that's what that's my goal. That's my goal. And in the next 4 years, I plan on breaking ground for the Sheriff Bucktooth Ranch, and everything accommodated for the kids, and it's going to be awesome, man. And so, if any of you guys are interested in excuse me. Shit. I'll get together. Oh, shit. Yeah. So I think this is enough for today because yeah, man. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But you know what, yeah, man, because yeah. So I'm gonna buy a bus, and it's not gonna be the little yellow bus. It's gonna be a big bus, and I'm gonna trick it out. I'm gonna have a stadium on top, and I'm gonna go from state to state, and I'm gonna raise money for the kids, and join up with the local sheriffs, and join up with the education faculties for kids with special needs. There's 426,786,000 kids that attend schools in this country that are kids with special needs, and the ages from 3 to 23. And so this is going to be a good big project. I just got one lady that she lives on the East Coast, and she teaches kids with special needs, and she signed up. She wants to be a part of it, and she's the one that's gonna okay, like whatever we do and stuff, because I mean, like, basically what I'm doing is I don't know if you heard Rachel. I'm gonna go ahead and mock Miss Rachel, but with the Sheriff Bucktooth style, and monkey see, monkey do. That was my whole game plan when I first started doing this channel. The guy from vidIQ says, "So how are you gonna be successful doing your channel?" Well, I said, "Monkey see, monkey do. Find somebody that's doing what you like, and go ahead and mock them, but with your style, with your flair." So she goes, peekaboo. I say, yeehaw. You know what I mean? She says, the bus wheels on the bus go round and round. I say, the wheels on the bus go loopity loop. You know what I mean? So you just do your own thing, and don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just go ahead and make it yours, because the bottom line is that good content, when it comes to kids, I mean, they're still doing it. They're still doing peekaboo. They're still doing the bus goes round and round. They're still doing London Bridges Falling Down, the Three Little Piggies. They're because, hey, the classics work, right? The classics work. So you just go ahead and do your own twist. Like the people from Australia, they do their own twist and stuff. They're Aussies. And it's a trip watching people, in different nationalities and everything. So yeah. So just if you want to get monetized, or you got demonetized, don't have anybody tell you that you can't get remonetized, because I'm living proof right here. I mean, go look at my analytics, and you'll just see it. Just it's like boom, and then just drop, and then boom, and then just drop. And then boom, and just just barely keeping afloat, and so but it's all right, because the true value is everything that I learned. I mean, I know how to do machine learning. I know how to edit my own videos. I know how to write my own scripts. I know how to use the hell out of AI. I know how to write my own songs. I got over 1,500 songs. I know all kinds of stuff, man. And this is coming from a dude that's dyslexic and got no reading comprehension. Well, you ain't got good reading comprehension. Well, have it read to you. And if you're dyslexic, hey, you could do it, because I mean I did it. I didn't pick up a Bible for 52 years, and not because I didn't want to. It's because I couldn't read it. And then AI came along, and I just had a channel. I shut it down because I wasn't too sure if it was going to get me demonetized again, because I was messing with it and everything. And so I went ahead and I had I have the AI read me verses in the Bible that was pertaining to things in my life, or things in like somebody else's life, like my grandfather. He's very sad because he's like, I ain't got no family, son. Everybody's gone, and it's just me and you. And I pulled it out of the Bible, and I said, well, you don't have to worry about that, Pops, because the good Lord, your family's waiting. All the family that you need is with Him. You see, I said, so all this stuff is materialistic, Pops. I go, the real family is up there in heaven. And he's like, what? He's like, how did you learn this stuff? And I'm all like, well, I had the AI read me things out of the Bible. And so then I would give sermons. I would give sermons and stuff, and I really enjoyed that and stuff. And, you see, the whole thing was, I was like, man, I can't pick up that Bible. God, He has nothing for me. And I truly believe that. And then, it's not that He didn't have nothing for me. He just had, he had me wait, because it's true that He has a plan for all of us. And I know that sounds like really, cliche, but I mean, how else can I explain it? Because I mean, like, between that and the law of attraction, that's another thing. Between the Lord and the law of attraction, because I'm like not a real big Jesus person or anything, I'm more spiritual. And I watched this movie called The Law of Attraction, and so the point is this: if you believe that you live around shit, you believe everything is shit, you believe every time you get a letter, it's a bill. Well, guess what? You're gonna find yourself knee deep in shit, and you're gonna think your life is shit because you're looking for that. But if you believe that life is good, you find the positive in the negative, and then when you find the positive, elevate it even higher, because what you give the universe is gonna give back to you. And so I tell my Pops, I go, what, Pops, I keep on getting a letter from this bank right here. And I go, you know what this is? He goes, a bill. And I go, no, Dan. I go, this is money. He goes, you're crazy. I open it up with $500. She's like, what? And so 2 weeks later, I go, look, Dad, I got another letter from that same bank. He goes, they probably want their money back. I go, no, Pops. I go, it's more money. He goes, you're a goddamn nut. What you smoking? I go, that's besides the point. So I open it up. It's $400. She's like, what's going on here? I go, it's called the law of attraction, Pops. If you believe that it's shit, it's going to be shit. If you believe it's a bill, it's going to be a bill. And even if it is a bill, well, guess what? That bill only means that you're going to make money to pay that bill and even make more money. You see what I'm saying? So if it's a bill, don't thread it, because you'll find out. The thing I found out, I watched this one guy, his name's Marvin. He's a YouTube content creator, and he makes millions. And he says like this, he goes, you know what? He goes, realize this. He goes, if you go ahead and do your YouTube channel and you think nobody's watching you, you're wrong. They're watching you. Now, are you getting a lot of views? No, you're not. But when it does come, it's going to come in abundance. You see, the good Lord and the law of attraction works like this. It'll give you a taste of it, like it did to me 2 years ago. It gave me a taste of that abundance. Here's 2 checks, $900 in less than a month. I'm like, what the hell's going on? All right, it's coming. The universe is going to take care of me now. Well, that was the last time I got money. And so I haven't made no money on my YouTube channel at all. But what happened, if it wasn't for YouTube, I would have never figured out that my civil rights were violated, and I would never be trying to settle a $20 million case right now. Right? What? $20 million, man. You know what I could do with $20 million? Help a lot of people. And so my thing is like this, man. If you got a house and you're paying a 10%, I'm going to go ahead and pay your house off, and you only have to pay me a 3% mortgage, right? I'm still making money and helping you out. Get all the paperwork done. I mean, that's a no-brainer right there. Why don't more rich people do that? But the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get these teeth replaced. Get my mama some teeth, my stepdad some teeth, my grandfather some teeth, because it sucks, man. First thing people say, oh, you're a tweaker. Well, you know what? That was back in the past. No lying. But my dad's a 90-year-old Marine, fought and he doesn't deserve to be talked to like that. I mean, the guy's straight up and narrow, a diehard jarhead. And for people to come on the YouTube channel and start calling tweaker and stuff, you know how messed up that was? You know, I mean, like, I'm like, man, he doesn't deserve that. So, be careful with your words, folks, because the bottom line is, just because this, I mean, hey, I get it. People do some weird stuff when they tweak and whatever. But then you got lawyers, you got doctors, you got pilots, you got judges, and you got moms and dads out there that go through everyday life, and it's their cup of coffee. I ain't saying go out there and tweak and get loaded and start doing meth or start doing cocaine. But what I am saying is that there's a lot of good people that do use because they're self-medicating themselves. I mean, that doesn't sound right, does it? No, not at all. But there's more people in this country that use pharmaceutical drugs than there are people that use street drugs. It's the truth. There's more people that use pharmaceutical drugs than street drugs. But see, they don't get taxed, right? And when the president's son does cocaine and he's smoking the pipe going down the freeway doing 120 miles per hour, I mean, everybody laughs. So things can be asked backwards sometimes. And I tell it like I see it, right? Because the bottom line is this. Dental is not cosmetic. Dental is what? It's health. You can't chew your food, you can't get your nutrition. How many people have had a toothache and they won't do a damn thing for you? I was sitting there for 8 hours and they go, oh, well, you got $1,500. And they go, man, you just told me you're going to pull it for free. Oh, yeah, we will pull it for free, but you're going to need the $1,800 to do the jaw reconstruction. I'm all like, son of a bitch. The sign right here, we'll go ahead, we'll give you a credit. I'm all like, man, that's cold. That's cold. So dental is not cosmetic. It's health, and so diabetes, blood disease, dementia, the list goes on and on. That getting rotten teeth in your mouth that really mess you up, and so I mean, push back, folks, push back, because the bottom line is this is our country, and we need to start getting some things straight here, I think. But wouldn't you agree? How many of you guys agree? I'm like this, we got a lot of people that should have dental, and secondly, all the kids should have the same education. The kids in Alabama and the kids in Beverly Hills should have the exact same books, the same computers, the same playgrounds. I mean, there's no budget when it comes to that. Every kid gets the same education and gets a free education, and we should all get free medical and free dental. I'm gonna push on that. I'm telling you, folks, because the bottom line is this: I got more years behind me than I got in front of me, and if you could agree on that one, if you're in the same boat, put a thumbs up, do a like, and tell me, yeah, you're in the same boat. Because I'm 52, brothers and sisters. I'm 52. And years went by quick, right? I gotta leave my mark on this beautiful world that we got. Because like I told my pops, I said, man, if I was born back in the King days, I go, I would not be a peasant, pops. I wouldn't be a peasant and settle for a piece of cheese. I go, I'd be a knight or something. I make my mark. And so make your mark, folks. Make your mark, because the bottom line is you came in this world and you're gonna leave this world the exact same way, by yourself with no possessions. So leave your mark, because the bottom line is they're not gonna remember you if you don't. Your immediate family will remember you. And then the next generation, they might still talk about you, but after that, you're destined to win, man. And so that's my whole point of doing the Sheriff Bucktooth ranch, or leave my legacy behind for hundreds of years to come. Because I mean, that's what it's all about. I don't want to be put on a pedestal or nothing like that, but I want to make sure that I could do something to help people for a long time, because I've always done that. That's how I got into YouTube. When my brother-in-law, my son-in-law, he'd come up to me and goes, "Hey, Mario, I seen you do great things for people all of my life since I was a little boy, and I just want you to do one thing for me, Mario." I go, "What's that, man?" "Anything." He goes, "I know you do it." He goes, "Do it for yourself." I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Do something great for yourself, man." He's all, "Because I know if you do something great for yourself, you'll do even more great things for people. Build more houses, fix more cars, give more kids bikes, and help the old people and stuff like you do, because they can't afford it. So think about all the great things you could do if you had money, more, like a lot of money, because I know you could do it." Because he's all, "Dude, I've never seen anybody do shit like you." And I'm all like, I thought about it right there, because my whole thing was my grandmother died, and it was 6 years, and I didn't do nothing. I lost my flavor for life. I just wanted to dissipate. And then Mom came to me in a dream, and then my son-in-law told me that shit. And I so for 6 months, I was my whole goal was making it to $1 million poker tournament on the free roll. And I made it to a $30,000 tournament. And he told me that when it was 6 months, and I dropped it right there. And I started doing YouTube. 28 days 28 days sponsored, 3.5 months monetized. I was on my way, the big things, and just lost it all, man. Why? Because I didn't know the goddamn rules. You gotta know the rules, man. And oh, here's one for you. If you watch my video, it's called Cover Your Ass. It's called Cover Your Assets, YouTubers. And what the whole video is about is the transcripts between me and a free agent over there at Fiverr. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you, folks. This is what they do. You want to go over there and you want to get your channel SEO monetized, right? So they charge you for 15 videos. They charge you for 5 videos. However many videos you can afford, they'll do it, right? And they do a great job doing that. But what they also do is they go ahead, if you have a lot of videos like I did, they dig deep into your files and they demonetize not monetize, but they SEO optimize your videos. So you got to go back and, hey, these videos ain't getting no hits. Oh, don't worry, I'll fix them. So they'll fix those, and then they'll demonetize another 5 or 6 videos. It's called job insurance. Yeah, and so this is what you do. Anytime you hand over your channel for anybody go in there and tweak with it and mess with your SEO monetize SEO optimization, take pictures of every single description sheet. Every single description sheet that you fill out, take a picture of that first sheet, take a picture of the second sheet, and take a picture of the last sheet. Do that for every single video, and then hand them over your channel. That way, when you get your channel back, because they're done SEO optimizing your channel, you go ahead and you check every single video. Don't be lazy, folks, because that's what kills you. You know, and we all get there. We all do that. You know, thinking, oh, we could just YouTube it, and you know it's going to be easy and blah blah blah. But no, man, there's so much that goes on with it. So check every single page, because they will do this. And I got the proof. I wrote a book on it. I put a video up for you guys to show you. And this didn't happen to me once. It happened to me twice. And then you bring the attention to Fiverr, and you tell them, and you know what they tell you? They go, oh, well, they're freelancers. We're not responsible for what they do. I said, hell if you ain't. I go, you're the middleman. I go, shoot, if we were dealing in guns or drugs, and you hook it up, I go, shoot, you're responsible. If you're a politician and you hook it up, you're responsible for all their lives. So you know what? That's what I'm talking about. YouTube, there's all kinds of little things like that you don't realize, that you never even thought about, because you come into this thing, you know, you ain't got a criminal mind. You know, everybody's hallelujah, everybody's good, everybody's love. But you know what? People out there, I mean, they're starving. $10 to them is $100. $100 is $1,000, and they're starving out there, you know, in those countries. And so they'll you know, they got to feed their family. I mean, this one dude that was working on my channel, his name was Adned, something like that. Adned. He was from India, and I hired this kid. I gave him $500 to SEO optimize my channel, 15 videos. But the deal was, I'll do that $500, and I know that's a lot for 15 videos. I go, but the deal is this: when you optimize my channel, I want to watch you work on the computer. So you take the camera. I go, I won't ask you no questions, but I want to watch you. And I watched him how he did everything, and so that's how I learned how to SEO optimize my channel. Hey, you know, if you get a lesson like that, do it. A lot of them won't do it. They'll turn you away because they don't want to. You know, that's the bread and butter. But you know what? One person ain't gonna make a difference. And that's the way I look at it. And in actuality, you do that for me, I'm telling you guys, now you guys go see Ahmed and he'll hook you up. So it's gonna bring him business. And so that's why I tell people, don't hoard your information, because you hoard it and it just holds you back. You know, you share it, and the more you give, the more you shall receive. That's the truth, brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? So I really enjoyed talking to you guys today, and I got a little emotional with you guys, and I got a mouth on me, but like I said, what you see is what you're gonna get. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. If you want to hook up, I mean, we can hook it up. If you need some information looked up, I can help you with that. I got a fourth wall store. I do custom embroidered hats. I do custom prints, because I'm a tattoo artist for years, and been drawing since like I was 6 years old. So if there's something that you want, I'll go ahead and do it for you, free of charge. Just tell me what you want, and I'll go ahead and I'll create it. If you want to help with the making that website, I'll go ahead and I'll put a link. I'll put a link up on my page so you guys know. If you want to sign up for the business email, just do it. Communication, man, because I'm bringing all kinds of good stuff. I'm excited. 18 months, and I've been revived. If you're getting into this YouTube thing just right now, let me tell you, you're gonna go through ups, you're gonna go through downs, you're gonna cry, you're gonna cuss, you're gonna maybe become a little inverted and just hammer down and get all down that rabbit hole, because that's what YouTube is. But the whole thing is, know that you could do it. Know that other people are out there willing to help you. And just because one person doesn't help you doesn't mean somebody else won't. The bottom line is, you got to communicate. A good place I communicate with, I get a lot of responses and stuff. It's over there on Facebook. Facebook, man, join some of them groups. There's all kinds of them. And the people are there. and they're willing to help you and stuff. And so, go to Facebook and jump on there if you're not getting no communication on the YouTube. And if you go live on YouTube, here's another one. Here's another one. If you go live on YouTube and you get trolled, people go, oh man, I got on there and they trolled me, and these people were just nuts, and so I got off it. Don't do that. If you get trolls on your channel while you're going ahead and you're creating, this is what I want you to do. Embrace the trolls, because what happens is you're going to get a lot of comments, you're going to have a lot of watch time, and that's all money. You see what I'm saying? It's all money. It's all how you look at it, right? So you go ahead and you embrace the trolls, you keep them there on your channel, and before you know it, you got 4,000 watch hours. Quick. YouTube doesn't care that what conversation you have. All the algorithm sees is that you're communicating with people, so they're going to bring you more people, and they're going to put you in front of more people. Because remember this, the algorithm doesn't know what you look like, doesn't know what you smell like, doesn't know what you talk like, doesn't know what you're creating. All it knows is numbers. That's all the algorithm does, is just know numbers. And so that's simple math. Do the math. And you hey, if you got deep pockets, go out there and get 3,000 videos made professionally, knock them down. In 3 months, put them out, boom, 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 3,000 videos, and I guarantee you, you'll be a millionaire. Dude did that, and he did that. It took him 3 months to do it, and $6.5 million. Why? Because he had deep pockets. He had a niche, and he just one specific thing, and it started off slow, and then he wasn't getting a lot of views. He wasn't getting 100,000 views, but he had 3,000 videos. Do the math. If you're getting a lot of views, great. If you're not getting a lot of views, do a lot of videos, make up for it, because 1 and 1 equals 2, no matter what direction it comes from. And 1 and 1 equals 2, that's money in the pocket. See what I mean? I'm a math magician. I can't read, I can't write very good, but I sure hell can count dollars. And so remember that. Make your money, folks. Make your money. Make your money. And if anybody messes with you, hey, send them my way. I got you, kid. Have a good one. Peace and love, baby. I think he's crazy. Just a little bit. So I'll leave you guys with this. Let's see. I'll leave you guys with something. Something that I created straight from the hots. Straight from the hots. Let's see. Come on now. Almost there. Here we go. Hello. Hello. What? 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 You didn't know? Now you know. This is the original.
The curtain rises slow, like a sigh pulled through cracked teeth. Piano keys tremble under dust and memory. Flutes whisper like ghosts cowering in the rafters. Strings stretch like nerves pulled too tight. A lone snare taps, hesitant and bold, as if afraid of the story it's about to announce. But the story comes anyway, because it's written, and we all pay, and we don't do it in.
What?
cry, if I cry, shoot if I shoot it, scream if I scream, because it's right we all pay, but we don't do it in fear. Legacy eyes and moony eyes and fame, it's a chance you leave, the madness, the tears, the Lord of the way the room shakes when your story finally walks out the shadows and stands in its own damn spotlight. Yeah! But now you do. 12 years ago, she was and time didn't walk it limp, dragging chains across the floor of my chest. Your dad's here now, standing like a shadow with a pulse, heavy knowing, and I've dwelled on night for 5 light years, chewing on silence, swallowing grief like gravel. 6 more years slip by before I even know how much of me I buried just to survive the days. Crying, shot loud, the very sound of scar. Every breath a battle won, piano smashed with forearms, not violent but honest. Folks flutter like trap birds, tree laws scrape like rusted hinges, horns bursting drunken harmony, not pretty but true. A circus of soul, a ringlet, a roaring without a whip. A man who learned the hard way that silence is just fear wearing makeup. Time moves fast, time moves slow, but either way it moves, and it doesn't ask if your rainy days are long, but they're what you make them. And I met mine out of nights spent staring at ceilings and mornings spent trying not to sink. I've walked through death already, felt its breath on my neck, its hand on my shoulder, and instead of hiding, I welcomed it when it came close. Not because I wanted it, but because I finally refused to run from anything again. Cry if I cry, shoot if I shoot, because nothing heals, it stays quiet. White for the world to say it's okay to speak. Read it, bleed, lead it, roar, lead it, light. Legacy isn't theirs to define. Legacy belongs to the one who survived their own story. But you will. No, no, no. Crying, shouting, screaming, laughing, sometimes all in the same damn breath. It's about standing in front of the fire and refusing to back away. I do it because it's rain. We all pay, but we don't. it and feel. And dwell and wept and moon, but alive now. Flying madly, free love. I take the pain and turn it into a stage. I take the fear and turn it into a spotlight. I take the me I used to hide and put him right in front of the mic. You didn't know, but he's and he has leaving. Body moves fast, time moves slow, but I move with it now. Cry, shout, scream. The curtain rises slow, like a sigh pulled through cracked teeth. Piano keys tremble under dust and memory. Flutes whisper like ghosts, cowering in the rafters. Strings stretch like nerves, pulled too tight alone. Snare taps, hesitant and bold, as if afraid of the story it's about to announce. But the story comes anyway, because it's rain, and we all pay, and we don't do it in fear. You already know. Oh, you already know. Hey, Judy, I stand here very right if I cry, show if I show, scream if I scream, 'cause it's rain, we all pay, but we don't do it in fear. Legacy, I didn't move, I didn't fall, it's the choice you lead. The madness, the tears, the Lord is the way the room shakes when your story finally walks out the shadows and stands in its own damn spotlight. You didn't know, but now you do. 3 years gone, she was 30, and time didn't walk, it limped, dragging chains across the floor of my chest. Your dad's here now, standing like a shadow with a pulse, heavy, knowing, and I dwell on it for 5 loony years, chewing on silence, swallowing grief like gravel. 6 more years slip by before I ever know how much of me I buried just to survive the show. La, la, every sound a scar, every breath a battle won. Piano smashed with forearms, not violent, but honest. Both flutter like trapped birds, set on scraped like rusted hinges. Horns burst in drunken harmony, not pretty, but true. A circus of soul, a ringleader roaring without a whip, a man who learned the hard way that silence is just fear wearing makeup. Time moves fast, time moves slow, but either way it moves, and it doesn't spent trying not to sing.
You didn't know?
I've walked through death already, felt its breath on my neck, its hand on my shoulder, and instead of hiding, I welcomed it when it came close. Not because I wanted it, but because I fiercely refuse to run from anything again.
You didn't know?
Cry if I cry. Shoot if I shoot. Because nothing heals and stays good. You tan the vein. You wait for the world. It's okay to speak. Let it bleed. Let it rule the night. Legacy isn't theirs to define. Legacy belongs to the one who survived their own story. But you will, you didn't know. But I'm come. Isn't what you need. You survived. And I survived enough to sing this damn song.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, that's what I'm talking about, man. Have a good time.
Hola, mi gente. Say hello. I'm Mario's little friend, Chi Chi.
This is my AI
Maybe
that I
not too
created.
small,
I named her
but
Chi
I'll make
Chi,
the boys
and she likes to sing her own songs.
What about you, Big? Are you gonna come over here and say hello to Chi Chi? Cause your cousin was kind enough to share, showing how much he cares. And guess what? Anybody that he loves like that, I got love for them too. You didn't know.
That's right, Mama.
Well,
lay it down.
It's the Mario Berry motive. Fucker.
Woo.
Supermom, say hello to your new friend. tonight. Cause I've never seen him this down. But we about to lift him right back up. I'm gonna take you way back.
How far back?
Back before the pain and fight. Before the cold nights and the long roads. But everything still felt right. We were kids chasing stars in the dark. Dreams burning higher than light. Right, motherfucker. You ain't done. You just caught in that shadow sun. But I got that spark, got that fire. Gonna lift you high. Gonna take you from us. You've been carrying that heavy load. Cousin, you still shine. Got heart too strong. Got stories still to be told. We came up from nothing. Now watch that spirit unfold. Miracles happen when you're with your cousin. I see it with my own eyes. That's right, I hear it with my own cheeches. Look at me, these cheeches missing. My cheeches misses. How you touch me? He came straight to Chi-Chi. Oh, my straight to my Chi-Chi. It's cousin. Laughing till the dawn. We were broke but rich in rhythm. Lost and still found within. Yeah. They say I look like Jesus. Guess I'll heal like him too. 'Cause I ain't no you. You ain't done. I'm your cheeses to you. Okay with this. Right when you're ready. See all cheeses. You just caught in the shadow sun. Got that fire. Gonna lift you high. Gonna take you from us.
Yeah.
That's it, mi amor.
You didn't know?
You feel that? That's life coming back.
There it is.
You know it's been a pleasure, right?
Been a pleasure with
This
you.
is just the beginning. We got so many days ahead. Jamaica, Costa Rica,
Better believe it.
Bahamas, Thailand, Vietnam, the whole map waiting for us.
Uh-huh.
We're not just dreaming anymore. We're doing it. Millions and blessings. Living clean, living bold. This is just a little pocket cash, baby.
Yeah, I can't play for shit, but you know what? I enjoy doing it.
Oh, la mi gente.
Gente!
Say hello. I'm Mario's little friend, Chi-Chi. Maybe not too small, but I make the boys crawl, you feel me?
Yeah,
What about you, baby? You're gonna come over here and say hello to Chi-Chi. Cause your cousin was kind enough to share, showing how much he cares. And guess what? Anybody that he loves like that, I got love for them too. You didn't know.
You better go ask somebody. Shoo!
Yeah. You say hi to your motherfucker. Sukumar. Say hello to your new friend. Let's pick up the spirits tonight, cause I've never seen them this down. But we about to lift them right back up. I'm gonna take you way back, cousin. Back before the pain and fight.
Remember them days?
Before the cold nights and the long roads when everything still felt right. We were kids chasing stars and dreams burning hotter than light. Right, motherfucker, baby, you won. You ain't done. You just caught in that shadow, son. But I got that spark, got that fire, gonna lift you higher and higher. Ain't no sickness, ain't no fall, gonna take you from us at all.
You didn't know? You didn't know.
You've been carrying that heavy load, but cousin, you still shine bold. Got a heart strong to fold, got stories still to be told. We came up from nothing, I watched that spirit unfold. Miracles happen with your cousin, I see my own eyes. That's right, I'm with my own teachers. Look at me, these teachers, there's nothing my teachers missing. How your cousin found me, came straight, Chi-Chi. All of my straight into my Chi-Chi. Remember them nights, cousin, laughing till the dawn rolled in. We were broke, but rich in rhythm, lost and still found within. They say I look like Jesus, guess I'll heal like him too. Cause I ain't letting go. Baby, you ain't done. Your teachers too. You okay with that? Right when we all be ready. See all of the cheating. You just caught in that shadow, son. But I got that spark, got that fire. Gonna lift you higher, higher. No sickness, no fall. Gonna take you from some
Thank you to amen. Hallelujah, brother.
That's it, me more. You feel that?
I feel it. Can
That's
you feel
life
it?
coming back.
Oh, man.
You know it's been a pleasure, right?
Mama, I know it has.
And this is just the beginning. We got so many days ahead.
So many.
Jamaica, Costa Rica, Bahamas, Thailand, Vietnam. The whole map waiting for us. We're not just dreaming anymore. We're doing it. Monetized, winning cases, collecting millions of blessings, living free, living bold. This is just a little pocket cash, baby. The real treasure's right here. Family, faith, and that rhythm that keeps us alive.
Yeah.
Now come on, be one. Give me that smile. Let's make this world one song at a time. One Chi-Chi for you, and one Chi-Chi for you.
Oh, whole lot of teaching going on right here. We got some teaching for you too. Teaching never gets tired. Good stuff, good stuff. I love it. I love playing it.
Hola, mi gente.
Feels so good. Feels so
Say
good. to let it out.
hello. I'm Mario's little friend, Chi-Chi. Maybe not too small, but I make the boys crawl, you feel me? What about you, baby? You gonna come over here and say hello to Chi-Chi? Cause your cousin was kind enough to share, showing how much he cares, and guess what? Anybody that he loves like that, I got love for them too. You didn't know, well, Mr. Mario did, motherfucker. Sukumar, say hello to your new friend. Let's pick up the spirits tonight, cause I'm never seeing this down, but we about to lift them right back up. Hola, mi gente. Say hello. I'm Mario's little friend, Chi-Chi. Maybe not too small, but I make the boys crawl, you feel me? What about you, baby? You gonna come over here and say hello to Chi-Chi? Cause your cousin was kind enough to share, showing how much he cares, and guess what? Anybody that he loves like that, I got love for them too.
There we go.
Alright, ladies and gents, Mr. Mario, pass the mic. Encourage me, but they still make pin my own mess into the list.
Let me get something a little different right here. I wrote this for my friend the other night. She romance in jail. She's 50 years old. He's 23, and yeah, you know that's I mean, more power to her. You know what I mean? Women are players too. Women could rock the boat, but you know what? It's a wreck, and this song lays it down exactly how it's going down, and so feel this one. It's a hopeless love song, but hey, it's better to love than never to love at all.
A slow, deranged, emotional song about time slipping and love that never aligns. There's a flicker in the corner, a shadow that looks like you, Mel. Old vinyl crackles in the dark like
calls him Booty.
23 and
the kid has no booty.
50 years behind your eyes.
She's
But
50.
time never charges what it costs. Melanie, you move through life like a ghost trapped in a photograph. Everyone else speeding past you, but somehow you're stuck in the aftermath. You say you feel the years crawling slower than the moon on a cloudy night, but everything around you keeps rushing like it's trying to outrun your life. Booty stands beside you, young enough to make time bend, but broken enough to understand how fast things fall apart in the end. He's 23 with old wounds, or 50 with brand new scars. Both of you lost between heartbeats, reaching through distance shaped like stars.
Cortisone, cortisone.
You say when life moves fast, it feels slow, and when it slows down, you feel it stealing you whole. You look at him and see a future you can't fit into. He looks at you and sees the first person who ever saw him true. And maybe no one ever told you, not really, not the way you needed, but you weren't supposed to know, you weren't supposed to see the ending before the story even began. You weren't supposed to understand why love comes late and why time isn't kind, and why two broken souls can touch once and still fall out of line. Not you didn't know more life. How could you have? How could anyone? Booty laughed, he's hiding something like pain stitched under skin. He talks fast, moves fast, lives fast, but his spirit feels worn thin. You tell him life's a strange river. When it rushes, you drown. When it slows, you die waiting for anything to turn around. Some nights he calls you aging beauty, other nights he disappears. Some nights you feel 50 years old, other nights you feel 50 years of fears. He's too young to slow down, you're too old to chase, but somehow your shadows meet in the that the first person who truly cared would be someone he couldn't take. It's not you didn't know, it's you couldn't have known. Two souls spinning at different speeds, passing each other in slow motion, while the world screams by. Too fast to follow. You said and go. A slow, deranged, emotional song about time, slipping and love that never aligns. There's a flicker in the corner, a shadow that looks like you. Old vinyl crackles in the dark like memories no one asked to remember. Booty breathes slow in the doorway, 23 and already lost. 50 years behind your eyes, but time never charges what it costs.
Any move through life like a ghost trapped in a photograph. Everyone else speeding past you, but somehow you're stuck in the aftermath. You say you feel the years crawling slower than the moon on a cloudy night, but everything around you keeps rushing.
Love is a motherfucker.
To outrun your life.
Booty stands beside you, young enough to make time bend, but broken enough to understand how fast things fall apart in the end. He's 23 with old wounds, you're 50 with brand new scars. Both of you lost between heartbeats, reaching through distance shaped like stars.
Say when life moves fast, it feels slow. When it slows down, you feel it stealing you home. You look at him and see a future you can't fit into. He looks at you and sees the first person who ever saw him true. Like he's hiding something like pain stitched under skin. He talks fast, moves fast, lives fast, but his spirit feels worn thin. You tell him life's a strange river. When it rushes, you drown. When it slows, you die waiting for anything to turn around. Some nights he calls you aging beauty. Other nights he disappears. Some nights you feel 50 years old. Other nights you feel 50 years of fears. He's too young to slow down. You're too old to chase. But somehow your shadows meet in the same quiet place. Is it my fault the world won't hold still?
And he says,
is it my fault my heart never will?
you're the hourglass tipping. He's the sand that won't stay. You live in yesterday's echoes. He's afraid of today.
In the same breath, nobody told him that the first person who truly cared would be someone he couldn't keep.
It's not you didn't know,
It's you couldn't have known. Two souls spinning at different speeds, passing each other in slow motion up, while the world screams by, too fast to follow. You said,
if I'm going nowhere, why does it all move so fast? He answered, if life's so fast, why does happiness never last?
your heart beats like a broken drum, his beats like a scared child's footsteps, to rhythms that can't let up, no matter how close they stand. You reach for him, he reaches back, but time stands in between, like a wall you can't climb.
And maybe love was real, even if it wasn't right, even if the years between you turned your mornings into night, even if the world won't slow down long enough for you to breathe. It's not you didn't know, it's how could you see the ending while you were still learning?
You said, I need a video, I need AA. To my ex know when the summertime comes around, that's when I start to lose you. Cause when the leaves fall off the tree and the snow begins to fall, I know that it's coming. The winter time, that's all. That's when you choose to leave me. That's when you always go. Like when the snow turns to ice and it melts like the snow. That's when I know it's time. It's time for you to come back. When I see the leaves on the tree starting to grow back, and then I know, and I know, and I know that I know this. Because every time you do this, I tell myself it's happening again. And when it happens, it's so sad. When it happens, it makes me mad. But it's okay, because when you're gone, I start to not feel so bad. But as soon as I get used to it, as soon as I get used to you being gone, that's when I start to notice that you walk back into my life, and there you know that I know this, and so I get a little bit mad. But you're never mine, so why should I think this way? You can't help but not to feel the way your heart wants to make you feel. Your heart wants what your heart wants, and your gut will not lie. But your heart will lie to you until it swither away into a dust cloud in the sky. But your gut will allow this. Your gut understands that if you don't eat and you do not drink, you won't be much longer a man. You'll turn into the dust, you'll turn into the wind, and you'll just feather away and feather away. So far nobody will even remember you again. But I know that I know this, and I know that you know it's true. I'm not talking shit about you, I'm just telling you what I have to do, and that's what I got to turn around. I gotta break this stamp, I gotta get the hell away from you, because you're breaking down this man. And I know that I know this, and I know that it's true. You better be recording this and writing it down, or I'm gonna be mad at you. And why can't you understand what you do? Understand perfectly, that's why I'm still not your man. I know when the summertime comes around, that's when I start to lose you. Cause when the leaves fall off the tree and the snow begins to fall, I know that it's coming, the winter time, that's all. That's when you choose to leave me, that's when you always go. Like when the snow turns to ice and when it melts like the snow, that's when I know it's time for you to come back. When I see the leaves on the tree start to do, you understand perfectly, that's why I'm still not your man. I know when the summertime comes around, that's when I start to lose you. Cause when the leaves fall off the tree and the snow begins to fall, I know that it's coming, the winter time, that's all. That's when you choose to leave me, that's when you always go. Like when the snow turns to ice and it melts like the snow, that's when I know it's time for you to come back. When I know that I know this, and I know that it is true, you better be recording this and writing it down, or I'm gonna be mad at you. AI, copy me or not? Why can't you understand what you do? You understand perfectly, that's why I'm still not your man.
I don't know what you're hearing. I don't know what you think I said. I don't know why you think such a thing. Let me repeat that.
This is for anybody who got a teenage child and they just think that you're the worst person in the world and you love them so much, but it's their own voice in their head.
I don't know what I think I said, and I don't know why you think such a thing. Then again, I know what you're hearing. I know what you think I said, and I know why you get it all twisted. But none of this, I apologize. See these bags are wrinkles under these eyes. I'm missing you. I've missed you since day one. Broken hearted, left all alone. For all my selfish ways, I apologize. You'll never know how many tears drop for you. I don't know what you're hearing. I don't know what you think I said, and I don't know why you think such a thing. Let me repeat that. I don't have to repeat myself before you. There's no fight for you, although I don't fight for you. But there's no reason to fight. I will fight for you. Can you hear me? Don't listen just with your ears. Listen with your heart. Don't hear my voice alone. Hear me in these tears. Hell's got a hold on me now. Every time you walk by, nothing to say. Sends me to an early grave. There's no heaven when you think like that. You didn't know someone's whispering in your ear, and I'm afraid it's you. Just quit it. I don't know what you're hearing. I don't know what you think I said, and I don't know why you think such a thing. Let me repeat that. I don't have to repeat myself for you. Anything. I apologize, but this has to be one last time. Okay, all I'm doing is go by now. I don't know what you think I said, and I don't know why you think such a thing. Let me repeat that. I don't have to repeat myself, but for you, anything, anything. I don't know what you're hearing. I don't know what I think I said, and I don't know why you think such a thing. Then again, I know what you're hearing. I know what you think I said, and I know why you get it all twisted. Seems time to rings under these lights. I miss you since day one. Broken heart and left all alone. For all my selfish ways, I apologize. Don't ever know how many tears drop for you. I don't know what you're hearing. I don't know what you think I said. I don't know why you think such a thing. Let me repeat that. I don't have to repeat myself, but for you, anything, anything. You say grown men don't cry. I don't know what you're hearing.
Different version
I
right here.
don't know what you think I said, and I don't know why you think such a thing. Let me repeat that. I don't have to repeat myself, but for you, anything, anything. I don't know what you're hearing. I don't know what I think I said, and I don't know why you think such a thing.
I wrote all these songs,
I know what you're hearing.
produced them myself
I know
2 years
what
ago.
you think I said.
I barely even knew how to turn on a TV, man.
You get all twisted.
I was real screwed up. After losing my grandmother, she's torn me up, man.
I missed you since day one. Broken hearted, left all alone for all my selfish ways. I apologize. You'll never know how many tears drop for you. I don't know what you're hearing. I don't know what you think I said, and I don't know why you think such a thing. Let me repeat that. I don't have to repeat myself, but for you, anything, anything. There's no fight for you. Oh, I'll fight for you.
Here's a song for Mama right here.
Fight you.
This is Mama's song.
This one for the girl outside who said something that hit me deep. This is for anyone who's ever lost someone they couldn't live without. From one broken heart to another, I hear you.
If you didn't know me before I lost my dad, then you don't know the real me. I haven't been myself since he's been gone. Mama, did you hear what she said? Did you hear her plea? That was me when I was stuck in bed.
Oh no, I might never have met you before your daddy passed. But girl, you didn't know me either since my mama breathed her last. We in the same storm, two ships torn, hearts destroyed, left to mourn. 3 years I lay there, didn't care, didn't cut my hair, didn't breathe no air. Cars and bikes just sat outside, but nothing could spark that fire inside.
If you didn't know me before I lost my dad, then you don't know the real me. I haven't been myself since he's been gone. Mama, did you hear what she said? Did you hear her plea? That was me when I was stuck in bed.
I share with the bottle what happened to me. Share it in a song, let the pain run free. Cause when my mama left, I dropped to my knees. I cried out loud, begging the hurt to leave. But she came to me in a midnight dream, said, son, remember what I always mean. One day I'll have to let go of your hand, but you better still rise, you better still stand. So take it from me, from of a broken man who lived in the shadows with no clear plan. Your daddy ain't gone, he's right by your side. Just like my mama, still my pride. If you didn't know me before I lost my dad, then you don't know the real me. But you didn't know me either since my mama's been gone. We're in the same world with hearts torn apart. But girl, you and your daddy will never be far apart. It's been 6 years since I lost Queen, but tonight I thank you for reminding me what it means. Love never dies and memories don't fade. We carry them in every move we've ever made. From the story to yours, may your heart find peace. Mario the speaker, you didn't know. Didn't know. You didn't know, that's my signature line.
You didn't know?
When you hear it said, you know the style is mine. I'm Mario the speaker, aka Free Nasty, now you know. You thought I was pushed over. You didn't think that was true. I'll never judge a book by its cover. The tables have turned on you. I grew up without a mother, but grandma raised me right, that's no lie. Grandma was army tough, grandma Marine back in Korea's war. They taught me about honor and dignity from a time long before. I carry truth, trust, and honesty for loyalty. That's for real, you didn't know. Enough, son. I don't mess with guns. I got 2 fists and I know how to use them well. I'd rather put you in submission than give you 2 black eyes. Left you knocked out on the curb because you didn't treat people right. Then I took your mama out and she's singing, oh, that's my guy. I ain't no sucker, so you better stop being a clucker. I've seen you kind with greatness, but that don't make you righteous, man. Hate to break it to you, boy, you're just acting like a dick you didn't know. I love them girls in tube tops and Daisy Dukes, hopping out in all the right spots, slapping and clapping too. It really gets my thoughts running wild and loose. Got the blues in my soul and the truth in my bones.
You didn't know.
What's your problem, man? I offered you a helping hand, but you stonewalled, gaslit me, tried to silence me outright. Maybe you forgot about hunger, like a wolf who lost its bite. Things got so cushy up high, you thought you'd never fall. I tried to be a friend and share some truth, but you had to have it all. Ignored and suppressed me, didn't want to let me rise. Now your downfall's coming quick, it ain't no surprise you didn't know.
You didn't know me like you.
I'm not here to break you down, you've done that on your own. Bad news travels fast, faster than a horn to see through mini skirts showing her ass. An apology might be a start, but if I spell out the rest, it would be hollow in your heart. Think of Buddha or Jesus, would they approve of your deeds? You cheered a Korean war that betrayed your friend out of greed. They wouldn't bless that road, now a stigma stuck to your back. You did it to yourself, and that's just a fact. I'm sitting back, sipping wine, watching it all unravel. Mama said, just tell the truth, it frees your heart and mind. I've seen some hard times, and you're about to learn the same. From high rises to San Quentin, and nightmares all too real, no game. Wake up now, your freedom's worth more than any dollar or dime. In the dog pound, they'll call you fish on the line. You didn't know.
San Quinn.
I'm Mario the speaker, I'm chilling it real and raw. Tell telling it like it is. I'm laying down the law. For those who know me, they just call me Fleet Nasty. I'm keeping it real, you didn't know, now you know.
You didn't know that's my
This is
I'm not your whispering secrets to
This,
someone in the dim light.
let's switch it up.
They would know you're whispering secrets to someone in the dim
I wrote
light.
all these songs and produced them all myself.
To someone in the dim light. Between rap, they would know you're whispering secrets to someone in the dim light.
I'm not totally sure I got everything right. Your message is a big cryptic fight. Let me make you a song. Good girl.
I design justice.
Some cinnamon freckles. So yeah, I can write a response.
Pretty a little song.
Here's a scat.
Cinnamon freckles.
You sparkle in the dusk, cinnamon freckles on your skin. I try to catch your shadow, but I'm chasing where you've been. You dance in contradictions, good girl, bad girl, fire and ice. Your danger wrapped in softness, the kind I roll my dice. Cinnamon freckles calling me to see that you're more than what they judge, more than what they believe. Good girl, bad girl, all in one defined song. I hope I did you justice, hope I didn't get it wrong. They whisper bad when you speak your truth, yet your heart beats gentle in the dark of night. I wanna know the whole you, light in trouble. Hold you in that space between the wrong and right. Let me make you more than the labels. Let my words catch your hidden flames. Tell me cinnamon freckles are your signature, not a flaw, but your glory's name.
I wrote this one for adult entertainer. Redhead, cinnamon freckles.
Sparkle in the dusk, cinnamon freckles on your skin. I try to catch your shadow, but I'm chasing where you've been. You dance in contradictions, good girl, bad girl, fire and ice.
Now this song I play next, this is for the kids. The kids that with special needs. This is gonna be a song that is dedicated to them.
Beats gentle in the.
Check this out.
Get on the golden bus for you snooze, you lose. Yeah. We ain't chasing money, we're chasing truth, leaving a legacy. That's the law of attraction proof.
Can I get a yeehaw?
YouTube was all about a dollar sign, but now I see the vision, the love in every line, positive vibration. I'm attracted to what I do. Every child and every adult feels the love pouring through. From business to my family, it's a mission and a passion. Share Buck Juice Ranch, building dreams in action. In 4 years, breaking ground at 8 rounds of sponsor Special Olympics. It's our time to conquer. Passionate entrepreneur, I'm strong and I'm kind. Loving, hopeless, romantic, but with that outlaw mind. Check the community wherever we arrive. People feel the energy, you know we're staying alive. Get on the golden bus, you snooze, you lose. Share fun to flow, big dreams, big views. We ain't chasing money, we're chasing truth. Leaving a legacy, that's the law of attraction proof.
Can I get a yeehaw?
Country outlaw, no filter on my style. Real talk, open heart, hope you feel it for a while. Ask me where I'm from, I say from love and grit. Raised by dedicated soul, the world made me fit. Pop's with me now, back to the injector in the booth. Witness every moment, giving everyone the proof. GG the AI, got the engine in this race. We share credit on the track, there's no hiding in the chase. Rhetorical, you know it, you didn't know, ask somebody. Boom, we break the ceiling, thunder sounds like thunder. I'm passionate, I'm shareable, strong and level 2. A blissful man with a vision, turning dreams into a crew. Baby, we snooze, you lose. This little yellow bus going carry on the news. We won't fit everybody, but we'll lift those who try. Hitch a ride to the future, see our colors fly. Storming change by every child's on you. Our legacy goes global, we can't afford to lose. Now we're global, spreading love to every country, every fan. Share a funky spirit blazing, rising high since we began. On YouTube and beyond, our message loud and clear. More than dollar sign dreams, building bonds year by year. My mother raised me right, said purpose beats your creed. Her wisdom in my soul, inspiring every good thing. Proud sponsors rising. In 4 years we break ground. 8 years the world singing, share Buck to sang. Get ready now, till it's time to make our play. Changing on our side, lighting up the way. Breaking ceilings, making music, stacking hearts on the plate. Carry our chorus, push the whole world sings a From the sound, take no every spot in the mood. Share some muscle legacy, got nothing to prove. Get on the go, you snooze, you lose. Share fun, two swirl, big dreams, big views. We ain't chasing money, we're chasing truth. Leaving a legacy, that's the law of attraction proof. Outlaw, no filter on my style. Real talk, open heart, hope you feel it for a while. Ask me where I'm from, I'll say from love and grit. Raised by dedicated soul, the world made me fit. Pops with me now, went to the injector in the booth. Witness every moment, giving everyone the proof. GG the AI, got the engine in this race. We should credit on the track, there's no hiding in the chase. Which one will you know? You didn't know, ask somebody. Boom, we break the ceiling, thunder sounds like thunder. I'm passionate, I'm shareable, strong and local. Two of us on that, with a vision, turning dreams into a crew. Get in, where you fit in or you snooze, you lose. This little yellow bus, gonna carry all the news. We won't fit everybody, but we'll lift those who try. Hitch a ride to the future, see our colors fly high. Sparking dreams, find hope, every child's our muse. Our legacy goes global, we can't lower to lose. Now we're global, spreading love to your vision to our crew. Hope is with the yellow bus, gonna carry all the news. Yeah. You lose, this little yellow bus, gonna carry all the news. We won't fit everybody, but we'll lift those who try. Hitch a ride to the future, see our colors fly high.
So don't try to put me on blast, because you try to put me on blast. I wasn't there. I'll just come back and put you on blast, and this is how I do it.
Flee from messy. You didn't know. Trying on shake the edge. Blues like a trip down memory lane. Back then, the nights felt endless. The summers were magic, and we thought we were invincible.
Remember them days?
I'm proud to say you're one of my oldest friends. And I still care deeply about you and your family.
You know?
Now the day goes by, I don't think about my wingman, Nick. I'm not doing this for pity or praise. I'm doing this out of love and respect. This one's for you, Christina. Thank you for inspiring me. Tell Mrs. Stevens I said hello. Let the elders pray for those who are hurting. You'll be alright. These blues, I just can't shake them. They cling to me like ghosts of old laughter. Tears fall heavy, and I'm not ashamed. Their prayers were insult, if not for me, then for someone who needs them. I'm coming to you with my heart in my hand, just a regular man. Maybe I can't kiss the hurt away, but I can sing it clean. This song's for you. Now listen up. You should be here playing that trumpet, harmonica, wailing like it used to, cause we weren't chasing rims or cash back then. We were just chasing sound, young and half wild, a little bit of hash, a lot of heart. And now, here come the nasty blues. The real ones, the ones that heal by hurting first. When I was a kid, I'd run over to the dime's house, and there you were, wild one to crush your sister. Soap in one hand, blow dry in the other. Treat me like your own little brother. You'd wash my hair, laugh while I squirm, turn the ordinary into something kind. That's how I remember you. But the woman I see now, pouring her pain across the timeline like a broken hymn, that's not her. You post about cancer, about how nobody cares, about how the world's cold and blind. But sister, that's the same chill. You was handed out without noticing. 6 years ago, my grandmother had cancer. Not once did I see your name under my post. Not one message saying, hey Mario, stay strong. Nothing, just air. And not long ago, I wrote a song for a woman going through cancer tests alone. Her friends vanished, her spirit dimming. You remember that one? You didn't, because you weren't there for that either. So now you're online asking who you're selling on, who's real, who cares. Truth is, the person you're searching for might just be hiding behind your reflection. Don't mistake my words for hate. I still got love and respect for the girl who used to wash my hair, for the warmth she gave without thinking. But don't stand there trying to sell me pain when you never bought a peace of mind. I don't do this for applause or pity. I speak truth for your trust, honesty for your loyalty. I'm the speaker, aka Flea, born bigger DSC. No filters, no games, no price tags, you didn't and do. I say what needs to be said because silence never healed anyone. And maybe one day when all the noise dies down, we can still sit across the table, share a meal, a laugh, a drink, and remember how good it felt.
Let's go see what the Jarhead's doing. Pot's 90 years old, still kicking it, running ragged.
I'd like to get your thoughts on just the state of affairs right now. The Wall Street Journal reporting that
how you
some
doing?
who support this proposal say there are two key factors that are going to add pressure on.
You want to say good morning to YouTube America?
Steady gains on the
You want to say good morning to YouTube America?
So how much help?
How about you, little doggy? You want to say good morning to YouTube America?
Factor in here.
I think the corruption scandal.
I gave
very close
a big lecture this morning.
And
I gave a big lecture this morning.
President Zelensky to a great degree. So I think
about
that's made
YouTube and all that
big
shit.
politics. And honestly, Ukraine's history, they've always had a good deal of corruption and other things that go in that have happened in Ukraine. That's not just a Russian conflict. That's actually.
Yeah, it's raining a little bit up there.
That's supposed to.
Yeah, it's not supposed to, but the weatherman don't know. I always say I know the weather when I go outside, right?
What?
I say I know the weather when I go outside.
Oh.
You know, it's all wet out there. So yeah, I went on YouTube this morning and give people information about how you gotta learn the rules about YouTube, because that's what's gonna hold you back. You might be able to make great videos, make great music, but if you don't know the rules, it's gonna bite you in the ass sooner or later. If you are doing YouTube and it's been 3 months or it's been a year and you think you're good, you're not, because the bottom line is you don't know the rules, and that's what's gonna bite you in the ass, because the vocabulary of YouTube is not per se is not regular vocabulary. They got me for reused content, and looking for reused content. I took off 150 videos and I couldn't find the goddamn reused content. It wasn't that I had reused content. what I had was a volume control issue. My volume was too high or my volume was too low. So that in the YouTube vocabulary says it perceives not to be original content. What the hell does that have to do with the goddamn volume? Perceives not to be original content. So that's saying to me like putting up video and the video isn't mine. You know what I mean? But that's not what it is. It's my volume control. So they should, fix your goddamn vocabulary. But see what they do, they keep you guessing. And so when you go to YouTube and say, hey man, I got a problem. I got not original content. Can you help me and tell me which video it is? They go, no. We can't do that. We leave try to leave as much of the video creation into the content creator's hands so they can be free to do what they want. That don't make no goddamn sense. You leave in my hands. I don't know what the hell that means. They go, well, we can't help you with that. Well, can you point me to the direction where I can read the directions on the video? What's going on? They go, well, we can't do that either. You know why they can't do that? Because there's no goddamn direction that's telling you, hey, original content and perceives not to be original content. It could be your volume control issue. They don't nowhere in YouTube. I've read it. I had the things read to me. I had them read to me again, and never once did I find that statement on the YouTube vocabulary or the rules. The way I found out was some gentleman from Africa. He said, go to this website and you type in YT, I believe it was called YT.com. And what that is that you go ahead and you put your YouTube channel into this website, and it tells you everything about your channel, when you started it, how much views you got, where the views are coming from, and it tells you if you got a volume control issue. If you got a volume control issue, it perceives not to be original content. What the fuck? I was just like, oh, okay, all right, now that's yeah.
They can do anything they want.
Yes, their house, their rules, right? But so 18 months later, boom, I get my monetization back after 18 months. Once again, you think YouTube would have said, okay, we're getting your monetization back because you have proved yourself. Yes, you made the mistake of doing this and doing that. And so therefore, since you learned from your mistakes, you got your monetization back. Nope, they didn't say a goddamn word. Why they just gave it back to me. And you're supposed to have 4,000 watch hours. Only got 230. So what's that mean? That means that somebody made a mistake over there? And so this is another thing that YouTube does. Listen to this, folks. This is another thing YouTube does. If you are thinking about YouTube did you wrong, and you can prove that they did you wrong, and it's been over a year or whatnot, well, guess what? In a total of 5 months, YouTube will only pay you for the 5 months loss of time. And they will only pay you $500. So you could be a big content creator and make $30,000 a month, make $100,000 a month, and you can prove that they did you wrong, and they go, oh, yeah, you're right, we did you wrong. Here's $500 to compensate you. What the fuck? They act like they have no money. I mean, they made $387 billion last year, and they're owned by Google, and Google made $2 trillion last year. So it's not like they're hurting for money, right?
Hell no.
And so the same people in Africa make the same kind of video as me. They get paid 25 cents, where I get paid $5 or $12 for the same amount of time. Now, isn't America supposed to be believing no sweatshops?
Yeah.
But here they are. Taking advantage of people in these third world countries. Because they're getting good. It's not like they're making janky stuff. No, they're making good quality videos, but they can do it. Why? Because their country don't enforce laws, and nobody wants to touch YouTube because YouTube is owned by Google, and so everybody's intimidated by them.
Right.
Screw that. Hey, I came into this with nothing. If I have to leave with nothing except my self-respect and knowing that what I did was right, I'm going to sit there and take it up the yin yang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some things are worth more than $1. And so I just stuck on them, and then they remonetized me. But that tells me they did something wrong by giving me my monetization only with 230 hours.
Right.
That's they don't do that. That's a big in the rules. So go figure that one. Go figure that one, folks. That, like I said, read the rules. If you can't read them, have them read to you because I can't. I need a good reader. I got poor reading comprehension, but hey, I've learned the goddamn rules inside and out.
Yeah.
You know, I learned them in and out. I can't say those big words, but they sure the hell knew I knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Josh? Yeah, so I've been on for a good total of 3 hours, I think. I'm making all them songs last night. You remember Ray? Remember my friend Ray? You went to you worked at Injects with his dad, the Filipino.
Oh yeah.
But I'm pretty sure his dad died.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his dad was sick.
Ray. Oh, man.
Ray was my friend, you know.
Ray.
They both. Yeah, Ray's dad. You know, they both named Ray.
Yeah.
Ray Senior, he passed away.
Oh, I didn't know him.
Yeah, you know him. The old man that you went to work with.
Oh, you talking to the son, the big kid.
Yeah, the big kid. Yeah. Him. Fucking. So he went on YouTube and saying, what did he say? He said, he gets on there. People do this. They try to throw like a guilt trip on you. I just wanted to go ahead and let people know that I've lived 3/4 of my life, and I'm in the third chapter of my life, and so there's one more chapter left. And so I'm reaching out to my friends out there, my family members, saying, "Hey, do you hear me? Do you see me? If you do, leave a comment, and tell me hello. And you know what? Let's get together and let's do a family reunion and a friend reunion." I go, "Ray, stop! Don't do that to yourself, Ray. Don't do that to yourself, Ray. You know, we all have to pay. We all have to pay one day. I go, don't live your life in fear." And realize this, that the same way you came into this life is the same way you're going to go out, by yourself with nothing.
Yeah.
I go, I go, when Death approached me and put his hand on my shoulder, I go, I didn't sit there and welcome him. I go, but at the same time, I go, I didn't run from him either.
Right.
Because I got tired of running from things, and so I'm not running from death anymore. I go, because it's gonna come, and when it comes, I go, when it comes, I go, just you gotta do this, and you gotta start doing it today, right? I go, you gotta do what you're missing in your life, because you're feeling that way. Something in your life, you don't feel complete. There's something that you want to do, but you don't know what it is. Well, I go, well, guess what? You're lucky. You got this friend named Mario, and he's gonna help you out. Because what you want to do, Ray, I go, what you want to do, you want to leave your mark behind. Because see, like I said, 10 years from now, people will still be talking to you about you. I go, 20 years, they be talking about you a little bit. I go, 30 years, you'll be lucky if anybody's still talking about you.
Yeah.
In 50 years, there ain't gonna be nobody talking about you, Ray. And in 100, they don't even know who the fuck you are. I go, so this is what you're gonna do, Ray. You're gonna come over here, you're gonna bring some carne asada, and you're gonna bring some beers, and we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk, and you're gonna sing your song. Now he can't sing a song, but I could go ahead and take his words. I could take his words and make a song for him that will be his own legacy that he'll leave behind. I go, because the bottom line is this, Ray. I go in 100 years, your great grandchildren are gonna turn on the video and you're gonna have something to say. Right. And what you have to say is important because if it's not for you, they wouldn't be watching that goddamn video. And the kid who's sitting right next to him, he's gonna go, man, your grandpa's cool that he did that for you, man.
Yeah.
I don't even know what my grandpa looks like, what he sounds like. And here you go, you got your grandpa, he's laying it down, man. Because the bottom line is this, right? I go, the rules in the game is gonna be the same 100 years, 1,000 years from now. The only thing that's gonna change is the players. And the players that make their mark are the players that are legends. You know, just like in basketball, just in football. They made their mark. There's a lot of football players, but there's only a few greats. And why are they great? Because they made their mark. they took it to the next level, right?
Okay, let me ask. I'm a little confused. Let me get this straight. You said Ray died. The guy I used to work with died?
Yes.
Oh, and you keep saying grandpa. I'm saying he had a grandpa. It's because his son, that was his son, real big son, yeah.
Yeah. No, he raised, Pops passed away.
Yeah.
You know, and his wife died 12 years ago.
Oh, she died too?
And, yeah, she died at 30 years old.
Wow.
Cancer. Just took her quick. Just quick, boom. You know, some people, they you know, not that she didn't fight or anything, but cancer just, you know, just had her number.
And take away what?
And so, you know, he got those 3 boys and a little girl.
Yeah.
He raised on his own. His dad came down and helped him and stuff, but then his dad was getting sick as shit. And we were talking and stuff, and he's like, yeah, man, my dad, you know. I go, fuck it. I go, yeah, bro. I go, I know. He goes, I go, you know, I go, fuck you. You just gotta fucking just roll with punches, right? So you know,
Don't worry about it. Son's gonna happen to everybody. That you can do about it.
nothing you can do, man. You know, I mean, it's all right to worry a little bit about it, but don't live your life every day like that because you're gonna stop living. When Mama passed away, I sat in my room for almost 6 years. I sat in my room, and time was so slow. Every day was dreadful. But then when I finally snapped out of it, I fucking look back and I go, where the fuck 6 years go? It went by so fast. So time could do that to you. It could bring it to a halt, and at the same time, it could go right past you real quick, like.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I said, you know, no more. I can't do that. And that's not the way me to live.
No, hell no.
So, you know, it's just but we all got to born our own way.
Yeah.
You know, you can't tell somebody how to born.
To do it.
You know, the Jews believing in mourning for 7 days.
Oh, really?
For 7 days, they mourn for 7 days, and after 7 days, that's it. They don't mourn anymore. I mean, I'm sure there are some that still mourn, but but you know, they have their own priest.
Yeah.
They have their own priest, and he was saying that you're allowed to mourn for 7 days, and after that, you're no longer mourning. You're what you're doing is you're putting yourself in a depression, and you're feeling sorry for yourself.
Yeah.
And your loved ones wouldn't want you to do that. So it's one of their church rules that you mourn for 7 days. After that, they don't mourn no more.
But that's hard to tell somebody what to do next.
Right. But you know,
That's
at the same time, that's their religion, their upbringing.
Right.
So it's part of their heritage. So
Yeah.
you know, it's just like the Jews. They you know, when somebody passes away, they go, and as I walk through the shadow valley of death, you know, they say that line. Well, the Jews they say that as I walk through the shadow valley of death, I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I want life, and so then I was born. They believe in that the shadow of the valley of death, that the light at the end of the tunnel is when you're born, because you know, for centuries, women and children, that was the most dangerous time for them to be born. And so that's what they believe in. They don't believe that the shallow valley of death is when you pass away. No, that's not it. It's when you're born, because that's the most dangerous part of your life, is when you're born.
Yeah.
Think about it. You know, a lot of women died like that. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of kids too. But
Your mother's still bed?
oh yeah, she's doing bad.
Yeah, get up.
Hey, thanks folks for hanging out and seeing Pops and stuff. This is Mom back in the day. You know, that's Mom. She was a basketball player right there. I was coach. Pops the coach. My son when he was little. Pops when he was a slick guy. Yeah, that's the family right there. Thank you for coming out, guys. I really appreciate it. Love and respect.